December 14th, 2020, I stood at your podium and offered solutions in a chaotic room. I advocated for safety and logic. I was on team DD2, and I was wearing for Claire, and I haven't forgotten. December 13th, 2021, I stood at your podium and warned you about the negative stigma around mental health. I told you your culture was broken. You didn't listen, and I got no response. December 12th of 2022, I gave you specific examples of how your wait-and-see approach to bullying was leaving our children unsafe. Your response was bureaucratic, fully CYA. December 11th of 2023, my son had been bullied to the breaking point while his aggressors were rewarded. I spoke about rigid policies that forced my family to move just to survive your system, even if my son didn't. And on Veterans Day last year, you wouldn't give a grieving father the grace of removing a timer so I could speak. Back then, it would have only taken about 6-7 minutes for me to say what I needed to do. But then on December 9th, 2024, you dug trenches behind walls of silence, and I had to use your own cell phone policy to shame you to even look at bullying. This is what I look like in 2024. Here we are, December 8th, 2025. 5 years ago, I offered solutions. 4 years ago, I told you about stigma. 3 years ago, I warned you about your negligence. 2 years ago, I showed you how broken you are. Last year, we realized you're just complicit. You accuse me of bullying. You accuse me of bullying because I hold up a mirror to your history. You do not understand the concept of bullying. You are incapable of administering a zero-tolerance policy because you cannot tolerate your own accountability. Your silence isn't protective. Your silence is fatal. This timeline proves it. Your silence, your continued silence proves it. And I've heard there may have been another incident, which I have not been able to substantiate yet. My name is Jason Brockert, father of Julian Brockert, unfortunate founder of Honoring Julian. And the charity Honoring Julian is here today to ask for your voluntary resignations before myself, the individual, has to begin systematically, publicly displaying all of your ineptitude over a multitude of years, because this is not out of anger. This is out of love. And there is no credibility left in the husks of this institution. I don't have my son anymore. Merry Christmas.
All right, board members, at this time, I would ask for a motion to convene into executive session for the purpose of hearing a student discipline appeal, for the purpose of legal advice on pending litigation, and for the personnel-related matters.
So moved.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Guthrie, seconded by Mr. Lee. Any questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none, we will call for the vote. All right, motion carries 7 in favor. We are in executive session and we will return.